Hello everyone, Christina Marie here. Welcome back to my channel. I had some beautiful lighting. The sun was out. Now it's not. And it started raining. But I'm still gonna film. So here I am. I wanted to do just a little, I guess it's a tag video. No one tagged me in it. I just wanted to do it because I thought it was pretty cool. Apparently it's like a tag started by, sorry, I'm sitting in a chair. So this is going to be real like laid back and legit. I'm just chatting with you guys. I'm going to be pulling up my phone because this is not planned. But so I wanted to do, like, I guess it's the Real Talk Booktube tag or whatnot. 5 things nobody told me before starting my Booktube channel. And yeah, I hope I have 5 things, or I can think of 5 things, because this is literally just flying off the cuff. Like, no script. So, well, I never have a script, but you know what I mean. I haven't planned any of this. But yeah, so I figured this will be a really fun thing to do, simply because I haven't done a tag video in a really long time. No one ever really tags me in things, and if they do, I still don't do them. So, So I just figured I'd go ahead and do this just because I thought it was fun. And you know, I like having real conversations, and I like being open and honest and critiquing all the bullshit and just sharing, you know, the real nitty gritty of stuff based on my perspective. So let's get started. I think I already said that this was started by Alyssa J over at Books with Alyssa J. So I'm going to link her channel down below as well as the video. But yeah, so I guess I can start listing off some things that no one ever told me before starting my Booktube channel. Well, one, no one ever really told me that you didn't really need to start a Booktube channel in order to have a Booktube channel. What I mean by that is, when I originally started this channel, it was not a book channel, it was makeup. And then one day I fell in love with a book and decided that that's what I wanted my channel to be about. And I think, though, the cool thing about that is I don't necessarily think, especially now, that your Booktube channel has to be solely about Booktube. Like, I talk about all kinds of stuff here. You know, I talk about makeup, I talk about, you know, various things that are on my mind. But usually they're centered around the literary world, but sometimes they're only semi-connected to books, you know? So I think that it's just really cool that the fact that I didn't have a Booktube channel, but my channel turned into a Booktube channel, is really cool. So I guess the first thing is, you don't have to have started a Booktube channel for your current channel to evolve into a Booktube channel, because that's what happened with me. I think the other thing that no one ever told me when I first started my Booktube channel, because I started it, I think, in 2012, I think, is that there was really no one that looked like me doing what I wanted to do. And while that has definitely changed 7 years later, oops, kicked the camera. It's, you know, it's a little shocking, you know, when you first get into it, that you don't see anyone that looks like you. That's not really a surprising thing for me. You know, I'm 32 years old. I've had my fair share of experiences where I'm the only of something. So, yeah, I just find that it's always fascinating in itself that is a lens that I've had to consider, you know, if somebody were to ask me, like, especially a person of color, a young black woman, you know, asks me advice on starting a Booktube channel. Like, now I can say, you know, I can offer resources for people who look like them, and they'd be able to connect with, versus if that was something that was asked of me 7 years ago, I wouldn't have really been able to think of anyone, which is sad, but also something to really observe in terms of how Booktube has grown in the past 5-7 years. Still a ways to go, but you know, I'm willing to definitely recognize improvement for sure. Another thing that no one told me is that you don't have to freaking film if you don't want to. It's okay to go away for a little while. And I had to do that. I've done that several times. And I think that's a really, really important thing to hold on to, especially if you're looking to maintain a channel. I think the pressure of social media and the pressure of always being on and always producing in order to remain consistent and remain valid within the community, I think that's an unrealistic expectation, and I think that puts a lot of unhealthy pressure on creators. And so I relieved myself of that pressure and of that expectation by not giving a shit. I'm here if I'm here, I'm not if I'm not. If you like me for me, you'll be here when I get back. You know, that's what it is. I'm not, you know, I can't allow my life to be dictated and run by social media. You know, I have a life outside of this. This is not a career for me. It never will be a career for me. Those who, you know, have Booktube and content creation and social media as a career, this is not about you. You know, this is simply about me and my choice in terms of not letting this be something that will make or break me. And at the end of the day, if I decided that I no longer wanted to film, that's it. And whoever, you know, was affected by that, whether it's positive or negative, you know, do you. At the end of the day, I have this one life, you know? So I just think that it's really important that when you're starting a Booktube channel or when you're starting just a channel in general, that you just know and understand that take breaks when you need to take breaks. You know, it's totally okay. As a matter of fact, like, it's healthy. You should do that. Is that number 3? Was that a third thing? Fourth thing, don't touch the camera stand, cat. Rain, she's here. And the camera's moving because she's touching it. Rain, no, stop you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh gosh. Okay. So number 4, or the fourth thing I wish I would have known. I don't know. I think I started Booktube at a really interesting time where young adult was, and quite frankly still is, the thing to talk about on Booktube. Not a bad thing. Not here to hash that out. I just want to say that I started this channel in my early mid-20s. I'm now in my early 30s. My tastes have changed. I still love young adult, but I am expanding and looking in other directions and different genres. And there are some times that I don't want to read that much, or I want to just read tons and tons and tons. And I think that the fourth thing is that nobody told me that. Rain's moving the camera again. Hold. So the fourth thing is no one really told me that I have permission to go against the grain, to go against what's expected, to go against what the normal thing is in Booktube, which is typically young adult, you know, tag videos, favorite videos, TBRs, you know, wrap ups, things like that. And now that I have matured and grown into this channel, and it's now about what I want to do, I have a lot more freedom in that. Now, granted, it's great to have that kind of content, wrap ups and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I do miss those, and I will probably do them every so often. But I really do enjoy filming off the cuff and just talking and when I feel an idea has like hit me, then I want to film. I don't necessarily film for the sake of just having something that, you know, uploads every week. But I think that it's freeing in that sense to really just know that I don't have to worry about, you know, being predictable or going with a generic Booktube formula, I guess. So that would be my fourth thing. And then the fifth thing would simply be, I've been doing this for 7 years. I have never had a professional background. I've never had a consistent background. I've never had the proper lighting. So what? I've had the same camera for like 5 years. It's so old and it barely works properly. I don't care. It functions. No one ever really told me. It's literally about the content, not about the bells and whistles. Like, I know people like to give advice about making sure you have excellent lighting and making sure you have a background that looks like this and make sure your camera is this and the quality is this. It really, honestly, it will depend on your content. But when it comes to books and just what I'm looking to bring to the community, has nothing to do with perfect lighting and super ultra high def quality and the fact that my background is my kitchen and some of my dining room. And, you know, it doesn't matter. I find a space that I feel comfortable, that gives me decent lighting, where it's easy for me to film, that's semi-neat, you know, and I just go for it. I don't have bookshelves. A lot of my books are in boxes. They will remain that way because I don't really care to display all of my books. I don't care. Like, I have them, I read them, I love them, I keep them nice and safe and warm. And that's what it is. Like, I have a entertainment station here and there are books here, but it's just because I'm running out of space. Like, I have one bookshelf, like half a bookshelf. It's a small one. I will eventually probably get bookshelves to put in my rooms downstairs just for storage purposes, but I'm not going to film down there. You're not going to really ever see them. It's fine. I just really want to give people permission to not have to worry about the things that, quite frankly, shouldn't be the reason why you don't create. And so, yeah, those are my 5 things. If you asked me to name them right now, I couldn't tell you because I was just, again, speaking off the cuff. But I really am appreciative of this particular tag because I think it's important to really remember why you do what you do. And I think it's really important to remember the essence of the community and the essence of content creating, especially when it comes to the Booktube community. Simply because it's so easy to make things so surface and so superficial, and it's so easy to isolate and pick everything apart. But to remember the core essence of why we do this, it's because we love books and books connect us, because books allow us to share experiences and tell stories and identify ourselves when there are times in real life when we can't. And so I just really love the fact that books allow us to have that freedom of expression and that ability to have conversations and connect versus caring about what the fuck camera I'm using or what the fuck lighting I have. You know, if that's what you are looking for when you come here, let me just tell you right now, this ain't it for you, baby. This ain't it for you. And that's fine. It's totally fine. But yeah, I would love to know, like, what are some things that you wish you guys would have known if you started a Booktube channel? Like, if you're looking to start a Booktube channel, like, what are some things you want to know before starting one? Or if you have started a Booktube channel, what are some things that you wish someone would have told you prior to starting? Was this helpful? Was this insightful? Let's chat it out down below. Chat amongst each other. Yeah, this was actually really fun to do. It was a little longer than I thought it would be, but huge thanks to Alyssa J for creating this tag. I watched it on Common Spence's channel, which is why I did it. So I guess I'll say he tagged me, even though he didn't. He did mention me though, so I guess that counts. But yeah, if you want to do this, go forth. Do those things. I don't really like tagging people, but tag, you're it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you thumbs up, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I'm gonna go and read some Brené Brown because I just got through watching her Netflix special. Like, got through, when I say got through, I meant like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and it was amazing. The Call to Courage. Make sure you go check it out. Okay,